You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible.
He has attended a number of black events. He touts his Marshall Plan. He's reached out to various black media folks. I've talked to him on a couple of occasions as well. Why do you think he is not, and I've seen your tweets as well, so yeah, the look on your face right now is nothing new. Why do you think, now go back to her, go back and put it on Monique. She's the one who's having the looks. So why is he not connecting? You've been very critical. What's the deal?
He's a fraud. So
how so?
Because I don't care how many churches you sit through the whole service for. If when I see your interview, you're telling young children who know better that the founding fathers, unfortunately, sadly, didn't know slavery was wrong. Listen, you can't connect with me if you are untethered to the facts of the human experience as a black person in the United States of America. Now, he may be a good mayor, or maybe those black people were willing to get in that ad because they trying to get rid of him as mayor and stick him on me as president, and I don't appreciate that, black people in South Bend. My point is this. He may be well-meaning, but he is uninformed and he is disingenuous. And when he is called on the carpet for both of those things, nobody comes back and explains it. He has these sharp-tongued people under him. He comes on real sweetness and light and sincerity, and then his comms director comes and backs it up, talking about Clinton this and Biden that and operatives and all of this, and that's what I've been vocal about. I'm like, no, communications person, whatever her name is, if he said something that is inaccurate, fix it. You're in control of the message, and your candidate is out there looking wet behind the ears because he's wet behind the ears. It's not that he may never be president. I'm just like, okay, not right now. This is white privilege. Every time I look at him, I understand why Booker and Harris and Patrick, if he had gotten in sooner, and for that matter, Warren, Klobuchar, you name it. I understand why he can crawl on top of them as a white male, and people who said that his sexual orientation were going to affect that they're living in La La Land. Of course not. White man in America is white man in America, and every time I look at him, that is what I see. And that is what I would say directly. It's not wait your turn, but it's if you're going to jump the line, you ain't no Barack Obama. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm done.
Not even JFK.
The video, Monique.
You're not even a JFK. But he wasn't even jumping the line like this. He didn't come from no 11,000 vote mayor position.
But hold on one second. Hold on, Rob. I'm gonna come to you. But I do want to play the video Monique is referencing so people can understand that. And so this is a short clip. I wish I had the full clip, but this is what she was talking about. Here we go to my iPad.
Similarly, the amendment process. They were wise enough to realize that they didn't have all the answers and that some things would change. A good example of this is something like slavery or civil rights. It's an embarrassing thing to admit, but the people who wrote the Constitution did not understand that slavery was a bad thing and did not respect civil rights. And yet they created a framework so that as the generations came to understand that that was important, they could write that into the Constitution too and ensure true equal protection for all of us. Similarly, the amendment process. They were wise.
Slavery, they didn't realize slavery wasn't a bad thing. Well, they clearly agreed with it. So they didn't think it was a bad thing. So what is your objection?
That's patently false.
Go ahead.
Founding fathers from Madison to Jefferson.
Well, a few of them did.
To Hamilton. Even the ones who were defending it for the purpose of economy. And they figured out this 3/5 thing on the back end to justify what they were trying to do for purposes of economy. But They wrote at length about the fact that what was being done was unconscionable.
It was unconscionable, but they kept doing it.
Of course, and that's why they did what they knew was bad. That's what makes him so ignorant in saying that because they knew it was wrong. They did it anyway. And he sat there in front of these impressionable children who are now adult voters who have grown up thinking Mayor Pete said that slavery, the founding fathers didn't even really know was bad, as embarrassing as it is. Embarrassing? That people died? That people jumped off of ships in order to... I'm gonna start crying. I'm done.
You want to check out Roland Martin Unfiltered? YouTube.com/Roland S. Martin. And subscribe to our YouTube channel. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real. It's Roland Martin Unfiltered. See that name right there? Roland Martin Unfiltered. Like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's YouTube.com/Roland S. Martin. And don't forget to turn on your notifications so when we go live, you'll know it.